so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. Can you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and who you are?
Yeah, my name is Caroline McGuire. I'm a amateur TikToker, if you would like to call me a TikToker. I am a comedy writer, so I think that TikTok is like the next wave. It's gonna be the next generation of comedy writers coming up. You got like Brittany Broski and all those funny people, and I'm just excited to watch it and to be a little part of it.
That is so cool. So, tell us a little bit about how you got into comedy writing, what inspired you. Maybe, like, did you go to school for it?
Yeah, so I went to Syracuse and I studied at Newhouse with the television, radio, and film. The thing that got me into comedy writing was just TV. I love TV. It's really my one true passion in life. I've tried a lot of hobbies and none of them has stuck as much as my devotion to TV. So I figured if it's the only thing I like to do, I might as well get a job in it if I can. Like Broad City, Alone Together has been very inspiring. Just all those lady stand-up comedians. I love them. Very inspiring stuff. So hopefully I can be one of them, and if not, work near them, work amongst them would also be a dream.
I am so happy that we met because I've been wanting to meet more people that are in comedy. Like, it has been definitely a struggle being out here and being from the East Coast like you. We both went to Syracuse. So, kind of being out here and like getting to immerse ourselves in entertainment. I have a lot of friends that are in different things, but it's so cool meeting another comedy gal and stand-up comedian. I'm just actually wanting to dip my toes into it. Have you actually gone and done stand-up comedy at all?
No, I haven't. Well, I moved to LA like September, so like mid-pandemic. So after pandemic ends, hopefully I'm going to start taking some classes and going to stand up open mic nights and just really throw myself right in. It's so scary, but you have to do it. If you want to be a comedian, you have to do comedy. So I'm going to do it. I have to do it.
Yeah, you have to do comedy. You're like, oh wait, I actually like recently was like reached out to Jade Catapretta, who's like a host for the Soup on E, and I was able to chat with her, which was really cool. And she was just saying, she was like, oh my god, like you haven't popped your stand up cherry yet, and I was like, no, not yet. Like I want to do it so bad. But you're right. Like we have to do comedy in order to like kind of like pass that barrier of just like that fear and jump off the ledge, which is really cool. So I'm excited. So you were saying how you want to do comedy, and TikTok is kind of, aside from obviously your day job, is kind of how you're doing that right now and is like the platform that you're using. So tell us a little bit about some of your content because it's freaking hilarious. Like one of your like little series about what was it, like taking you behind the scenes of your favorite movie. Like how did you come up with stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, so I have a lot of downtime at my job. So I just what I do in my off time is I sit around and I just go through other people's TikToks and my FYP page, of course. So I'll get like a little idea in my head and then I get a little manic about it. So that's why I have a lot of like series, but it's because my ADHD brain is like stuck on one thing and I'm like I have to talk about this for the next 5 hours. Yeah, so I make series like behind the scenes and I'll tell behind the scenes, but it's really obvious facts about different films. Like I did like behind the scenes of Monsters Inc., the animated movie. I said that Billy Crystal is not, it's just the voice. He's not Mike Wazowski. And then recently I've started doing impressions, but impressions of really like ordinary things. So my favorite one I did an impression of a guy who lost a basketball game and he's really upset about it. And he goes, oh, gosh, and that's it. Yeah, so these like series are more just little morsels in my brain that I just fixate on, but it's fun. I mean, mostly only my friends are responding to it, but I've gotten some like it's fun to have like strangers come in the mix in the comment section and like do requests or interact with the video. It's like, oh my gosh, hey.
That's why you do it in the first place. It's like so you can connect with new people. I've seen some of your TikToks have popped off. Can you talk about that? Like maybe like one of like your most like viral kind of thing or like one of your most popular that you could say?
So my most popular TikTok was it has 20K likes and like 70K views, which is like not too bad. It was my friend recorded it and put it on her Instagram story. I was like a day at the beach and three of my friends were rollerblading or skating. And I am so uncoordinated and I am terrible at everything except watching TV, like I said. So my friend was like, I don't want you to feel left out. I'll bring you a scooter. And I was like, this is already gonna be a joke. I'm like the three friends I was with are so beautiful and elegant and they're skating. And she was like, oh, this scooter is broken though. It doesn't come up all the way. Like it's really small. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so I was talking to myself up. I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna scoot along. Like this is cute. And I literally thought I looked so cute. And I was like, I have a braid in my hair. Like I'm gonna scoot along. And my friend took the video and she panned over and people were swiping up on her story being like LMAO, and she was like, I didn't think this was funny. And I watched it, I was like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. So then I of course had to post it myself, but the audio I used just fit the situation really well, and I think people responded to the audio of it all, which was it's like, I don't know what it's from, maybe like an Australian TV show, and he's like talking myself up. I don't know the rest.
I'm talking myself up. I love that. I love that so much. I actually do. I love roller skating, but like I'm not coordinated at all. Like you said, like I'm seeing people on TikTok or online or like, I don't know, like Girl Swirl, which is like a skateboarding like Instagram of like just a lot of girls who skateboard. They look so cool and elegant and edgy, and then there's just me just like trying to like roller skate, or like when I'm skateboarding I'm like falling on my butt like all the time, just like, and trying to enjoy it. And I'm like, I will never look cool, but I will always enjoy it, which is so fun. But that's cool that your friend kind of like took this video and it was just so funny and organic that it just kind of like blew up on its own. Another thing is that like your content is so well done, like so well articulated, and I love that it's not really just one thing, it's just kind of like whatever is coming to your mind. And that's a lot of fun. What other series kind of have you done that you're like really passionate about or really proud of, even if they haven't popped off yet?
Okay. I've been doing a lot of like, I sometimes I get like these earnest TikToks and it's like 5 workouts to get your dream abs, and like different, and it's like the like fashion TikTok, and people are like how to layer and like and that kind of stuff, and I like send it to myself. I'm like, oh, save this for later, like I will be cool girl one day. Then I take those videos and I just troll on them, and I did one about like, and I really like the Amazon find videos, even though I know Amazon's evil. But it's like, oh my gosh, get this flat water bottle. I'm like, a flat water bottle? That's crazy. So I did like Amazon finds that have been so useless and that I hate it. I do like doing that though, just taking a popular trend that people are wholeheartedly enjoying and be like, I'm gonna try to ruin this for everyone.
I love that because I honestly I'm honestly on TikTok all the time, and I haven't really seen anyone kind of do like, you know how they do like the anti-Valentine's Day or whatever in life and society. It's like the anti-trend. It's like, I'm going to make fun of what all of you are doing because I can't relate to it in like such a fun way. And I saw the Amazon one and I was like, I relate to this so hard because I get so many things on Amazon or like Instagram ads that I feel personally attacked. And I'm like, I am going to buy this. Obviously, it's going to be from a foreign country. It may or may not come in. And when it does, it probably won't work. Like your charcoal toothpaste, you were like, I found it on TikTok. It hurts my teeth.
Yeah, I have something coming in the mail that I got from TikTok, and it's like someone said to go to like the Asian market in your town and get this thing called skinny tea, but I ordered it on Amazon, and I ordered 3 boxes of it, and then I went back and watched a video, and she was like, just do this for 3 days. I was like, oh shit, I got so many. So I'll let you know how those work.
I love that. Please do, because I want to see how that works. I'm always like trying, even though I know in my mind, I'm like, this is not real. This is not going to work. I still do it.
I know. Yeah. I'm like, no, I love my body. I'm perfect. I'm strong. My body's taking me like point A to point B. That's all I can ask it to do. And then I go on TikTok. I'm like, oh my God, send to myself, bye, bye, bye. It's terrible.
No, I'm the same way. That's why like sometimes I need to like take social media breaks, or like I try to actively engage in more like body positive content. that like helps me like to like remind myself and ground myself that like TikTok slash like Instagram and social media aren't reality kind of thing, which is really cool. Um, what else did I want to ask you? I was also going to say, so what are you currently engaging with on TikTok yourself? Like, what's something like that's a trend that you're really vibing with right now? Like, what talk are you on? Like, recently, I navigated myself onto Starseed Talk, which is like people who believe that like they can like astro project and like have children in other dimensions and like which is so fun and I think it's fascinating and I think it's really cool. Like what kind of like weird TikTok things have you seen recently?
Yeah, so I am currently really deep into cleaning TikTok, which is they just like clean. I find it very therapeutic. They'll like clean rugs or they'll do like deep wash of my college couch and they'll just like clean this couch that probably hasn't been cleaned in like 30 years. And it's like mesmerizing to me and I find it very like calming. So that's a fun one. I have seen this trend where some people do this like guided meditation and it's some YouTube video and then they cry afterwards and they like and they just talk about all the things it's like meant to them. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, like that's I'm so happy for you. But then I don't do it myself because I'm scared. Like, what am I gonna find out? I don't know if I can handle that.
That's so fair. I don't know if I can handle that. I've been doing a lot of like ASMR videos on YouTube. Like
Mm.
it's Blitz. I don't know if you've seen her, but she's in LA and I think she's so freaking cool. And I've been like falling asleep to ASMR videos. But I won't do that on TikTok because it gets I don't want to get into a hole that I can't come back from.
Yeah, it's like something in your brain is like clicks when it sees ASMR. Like you remember that like viral girl and she's like clicking on the Diet Coke can. It's like even that my brain just like switches off.
Well, I was really, really, really loving your impressions, and I was wondering, are there any that you like haven't posted yet that you're like really like low key good at? You're like, okay, this is my party trick. Like, don't ask, don't ask, don't ask. Okay, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to pull this out. I'm ready to whip it out. Do you have any like impressions that you feel like really confident in and like low key really proud of?
I thought I did a really good Jennifer Coolidge, like Cinderella story, but then she became like a trend on TikTok, and I was like, these people are really good. But I'll show you mine, and we can tell me if it's good.
I would love
Sometimes
it.
I have to like get in a mood about it. So she's like, this is after Hillary Duff gets rejected because Jennifer Coolidge threw away the acceptance letter, rejected from college, and she comes in with a plate of cookies and she says, "Want a cookie? They're so moist." And I thought that was really good.
I think that's so good. Okay, there's always going to be someone out there that takes it to a new level and probably is like a Jennifer Coolidge impersonator. But that was so good. You also kind of had like a good like Aussie impression when you were kind of like when you were like talking about your TikTok thing before, like when you were talking about the sound that you were using for the one that like got really popular. Like I feel like you could do an Aussie accent.
Yeah, I have the rest of that clip I remembered. It's like oh my gosh, I have an aunt named Gwyneth and I don't think she'd appreciate it, but it's like it's like talking myself up. None of your fucking bees, with Gwyneth. It's so good. I just love it. I want my cousin to say that to my aunt and be like, next time Gwyneth tries to get in your business, none of your fucking bees, with Gwyneth.
Oh my god, I'm sure that would just like I feel like that's kind of a joke that would just become a staple.
I wonder if that's like a TV show. Because I need to watch it if it is.
Yeah, no retweet. What have you been watching recently? So you said like you're into comedy. Like what's some of the content that you most like engage with and then what's some other content that like maybe you aspire to be?
Yeah. So right now I'm watching Superstore and I had been kind of like doubting the power of the sitcom. I was like, I feel like that's like a dead thing. Like it's just like, but Superstore is so good and it's just like a joke. Every single thing they say is a joke and it's so ridiculous. It's just like the characters are so gold. So I was down on sitcoms, but I was gladly proven wrong by Superstore. They're still powerful. And then things that have inspired me, like Broad City, just 100%. I've watched that so many times in high school. And just like the way that those women are just so crazy and like their physical comedy, especially Alana's physical comedy is so funny in the way that she like uses her sexuality as like a joke. Like when she like tries on like lingerie with her brother, is like, should I wear this? It's just like, she's so funny. And then I watched Alone Together. I didn't watch it when it was on Freeform, but I watched it on Hulu later, and it only got 2 seasons, and then it got canceled. And Esther Povitsky, I think is her last name, that comedian. She's so funny, and she has this like whole like I just don't think there's anyone else like her out there right now because she just has this whole like cool girl wannabe, but like so self-aware. It's so funny.
It's
Great.
so funny because I didn't vibe as much with Alone Together, but I like really appreciated it. Like, you know when you see comedy and you're like, I can appreciate this for what it is. It just like doesn't get me going kind of thing. I was like, oh, I know that this is good content. It just like doesn't like get me out of bed in the morning. And I was gonna say for the Broad City episode, she does use her sexuality a lot, like in the series. And like there's one where she, like the guy asks like, you didn't shave, right? And she goes, oh, and she like, gets lifted into the air. It's like we don't talk about that enough. Just like random things that like aren't like societally like pretty or like fit into the norm. And she's just like finally someone that just like takes me for me, and like I don't have to do anything else. Oh, that's so awesome. So, like, what do you plan on creating for your TikToks, like, in the future?
I feel like I could be more deep and be like, I want to get followers so people see my work, but it gives me like a serotonin rush when I get like likes on a video, and if a video has 0 likes, I delete it like immediately. Like I just want validation. I just want people to love me. I want you to like me. And I would love more followers. Every follower I get, I'm like boop 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 boop, like power up for me. I wish it was deeper than that, but truly I just want acceptance and I want love.
I was like, level up, level up, level up, level up. Like, that's what I was thinking. I feel similarly because, like, it is true. Like, the serotonin, like, does go up in your brain, like, when stuff like that, or, like, I think or it might be dopamine, actually. Don't quote me on that. I need to do more research, obviously. But I know what you mean, where it's, like, the amount of followers and likes and love that you get. So I'm excited to see like just kind of like your plethora of like throwing up onto TikTok of like whatever is coming out of your brain and then like it popping off. Cause I feel like you like randomly like will pop off on like random videos and I'm like, but this other one is so good. Like, I'm like, why didn't this one go too? Like, how is that your process with that? Like, obviously it doesn't discourage you from making content. How do you like overcome that sense of like, this video didn't get any likes, so I'm going to delete this, but I'm going to make another video tomorrow. Like, how do you kind of overcome that for yourself?
Yeah, I think it's just like it helps to have friends who follow you on TikTok. Because even if it gets 1 like, but my friend comments is like, this was funny, I'm like, oh yes, like this will power me through. Yeah, I guess it's just such a fun way to get out there because it's like the perfect length. Like I remember Ryan when I think we were like in middle school, and like 6 seconds was just like so hard to master, and then the comedy got so stupid on that app and like bad. But TikTok, I feel like I just love that everyone's For You page is like curated for them. But in terms of like if someone doesn't like my stuff and just keep making stuff, I sadly have looked into how to get more people to like look at my videos, and I watched this one TikTok. It was like post twice a day, log off for at least 2 days, log back on, and he was telling it like all these steps to like get people. I know, right? And I was like writing them down. So I logged off, but I only lasted 2 hours because like I can't be off of this app for 2 days. Are you insane? I mean, it's such a mystery to me. I have no idea why some people. I mean, all the videos on my FYP page, I really do laugh at. But occasionally you do get the ones that are like 300 likes. And you're like, that was stupid. Why did that show me that? But it's like, how can I be that? I want to be on random people's pages.
I don't know. I literally don't have an answer. I've been asking kind of everyone this. And like, I also heard that like, my roommate recently popped off. She's had TikTok for a few months, and my roommate popped off and got like 800,000, a million views on a thing about stimulus checks. And I was like, you're just creating content that people want to see. And I was like, I just want to be you. And but it was just the most random video, like, and it was so cool. And my other friend was saying it's because she like logged off for it. Like she posted the video and like logged off. Yeah, but then she also posted on Instagram and she got like tens of thousands of views. So I think it's like, I just need a sprinkle of that luck and that genius and creativity is all I'm asking.
Yeah. Even if you're a genius and it's the most creative thing in the world, it's just, sometimes it just doesn't, maybe this is a tactic we could try. We could just delete it and then post again and just like at different times of the day if we think something's really good. It's going to be so weird. Do you watch like Trixie Mattel and stuff? She did a video with Brittany Broski, and she was telling Brittany that her next move has to be stand up. So I was like, if we could become friends with Brittany Broski, it'd be big.
That's the goal. What if people want to follow you, what is your at? How can they get to your content?
My at is at Caroline Hoops. It was my email in middle school, and I have stuck with the brand. So at Caroline Hoops on Twitter and TikTok, and my Instagram is super basic and boring. So Caroline Hoops is all you need to know. It's not even my worst at. My worst at was my AOL, and I love the show John and K plus 8, and my at was I love Gosling kids, and I sounded like a pedophile.
But you were young, so it cancels out. So it cancels out.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, and one last question. If like where do you see yourself like 5 years from now with the TikTok app? Like how many like do you want to have a set number of followers, or do you want to have a platform or like a voice in comedy? Like what are your goals for the future?
Yeah, I would love to just get more followers on TikTok. I also have a web series that my friend Daniel Preciado and I make together. It's called The Cusp, and we produced it in college, made 3 episodes, and we did like a quarantine episode over Zoom, and we talked about, it was about masks and like what's your mask vibe and like what makes a mask cool and like who you presenting to yourself to the world like through your mask. Yeah, so those are on YouTube. Yeah, so I think like through TikTok, I just want to like get a following, and I just want to, I just want to be a writer. I think the best way to do that now for our generation is just to make stuff and put it out there and see if people like it. So hopefully just keep producing more episodes of The Cusp, keep putting stuff on TikTok. So someone hire me. Someone sees that and pays me money. That's the plan.
That sounds amazing. I can't wait to see you blow up and where you are like 5 years from now. And I can't wait for our new Hollywood friendship to form and us to hang out. Thank you so much for coming. I can't thank you enough. You have been so awesome, and I can't wait to keep up with all of your work.